The examiner takes a breath. I've never seen immeasurable magic during an exam. But there is a story. He pauses. A crystal was once shattered by a corrupted magus. The group reacts immediately. No way. A woman steps forward. Are you saying his power is on the same level as a magus? Yuji thinks to himself. So this corrupted magus is pretty well known. The examiner shakes his head. I can't say how he compares to a magus. But there's no doubt he has an immense amount of magical power. Yuji nods slightly. So I really do have a lot of magic. I was wondering if it would show as negative. The examiner straightens up. The magic evaluation is complete. Next is the battle exam. He looks around. You all brought your weapons, correct? He points ahead. Mages, fire your offensive magic at that rock. The mages step forward, raising their staffs. Yuji pauses. I didn't bring one. He looks at the examiner. Is a staff required? He thinks to himself. I should have researched this. I can use magic without one, but how much power will it need? I'd like to use Hellfire of Demise. But with my MP, I'll stick to Fireball. The examiner calls out. Yuji, your turn. You can proceed without a staff, though normally, you take the exam another time. Yuji nods, it's fine. He raises his hand, Fireball. A massive sphere of flame launches forward. Crash, it slams into the rock, cracking it apart and scattering debris everywhere. Yuji watches. That was weaker than I expected. Good enough for small monsters, but the impact feels low. The examiner stares. What? He looks shocked. Yuji, there's no way your magic is stronger without a staff. Were you chanting just now? Yuji blinks, chanting. He tilts his head. Do you mean I should say Fireball out loud? The examiner nods. Yes, exactly. It didn't seem like you were chanting before. Non-chant magic is an advanced technique, but it reduces power. Yuji pauses, so it's not normal. He thinks. He's being polite. So it really was weak. Yuji raises his hand. Can I try again? The examiner nods. You can attempt it up to 3 times, but... Before he finishes, Yuji fires again, Fireball. A blazing projectile shoots past the examiner. Boom, the rock is completely obliterated. Nothing remains but scattered rubble. Silence. The examiner slowly turns around. His jaw drops. The other adventurers stare in shock. Yuji watches the result. That was definitely stronger. So chanting increases output. I wonder if there's a deeper trick to it. Or is it still too weak? He casually thinks. If needed, I could just use Hellfire of Demise. The examiner mutters under his breath. That power. He's like some kind of magic monster. Yuji tilts his head. Huh. He raises his hand slightly. Earlier, you mentioned my magic was unusual. Did you mean it was too weak? Everyone freezes. Then shouts in unison. It means you're insanely strong. Yuji scratches the back of his head. Oh, is that so? He pauses. Then, does that mean I passed? The examiner exhales. If I had to decide. It's an easy pass. He looks at Yuji more seriously. If I may ask, how have you been living up until now? Yuji answers plainly. A normal life. Working at a company. The entire group reacts again. There's no way. You can't use magic like that living normally. The examiner raises his hand. Next, the melee exam. Swordsmen and tamers step forward. A warrior approaches first. He looks at the examiner. Are you sure this is okay? You won't blame me if you get hurt. Rijin draws his sword calmly. That won't be necessary. Come at me with full force. The warrior charges, swinging a powerful overhead strike in an instant. Rijin moves, clang. He deflects the blow effortlessly, driving the warrior's sword into the ground, then steps forward. Pressing his blade against the man's throat, Your strength is decent. But you lack control. He steps back next. His eyes land on Yuji. You don't have a sword either, do you? Yuji thinks. Magic works without a staff. But I doubt that applies to swords. He scrolls through his skills. Maybe there's something useful. Then, hello, this could work. Yuji raises his hand, summons sword. A blade materializes instantly. Let's enhance it. Strengthened swordsmanship. Secure sword. The examiner freezes. What did you just do? Yuji answers casually. I created a sword with magic. The examiner rubs his forehead. A sword with magic. I don't even know how to process that. He sighs. Fine, we'll treat it as a weapon you prepared. Yuji nods, sure. Rijin lifts his sword again. All right then. Let's begin.